Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle. And today we are talking about John F. Kennedy Jr. So he actually picked his VP. It's actually not Aaron Rodgers like some people expected. He actually picked Nicole Shanahan, which is interesting because a lot of people think that John F. Kennedy is this either centrist, right wing, sort of like someone that could bring everyone together uh, for his presidential campaign. And a lot of people were actually expecting him to pick a more conservative approach to his VP pick, but surprisingly, he actually picked someone that's very, very, very left wing. And honestly, to me, that's kind of surprising. Now, the good thing is for this actually helps Trump out a lot because if you are looking towards John F. Kennedy's campaign, John F. Kennedy Jr.'s campaign, you're looking at, oh, what's his policy going to be like? Who's his VP? Obviously, if you want someone that's different than Trump or Biden, you're obviously going to look really in depth with your pick. And because he picked someone very, very left wing, I believe the people like the Nikki voters, the people that are more right wing orientated, are going to back away from Kennedy because of this. And also you can read on the page what she is, and it definitely shows that she's more Democrat, more liberal than a lot of other people he could have selected. So it talks about how she wants racial equality, regenerative agriculture. He also talked about some other stuff in here. Oh yeah, healthy planet, healthy humans. Reproductive equality. So definitely supportive of abortion. Criminal justice reform. I heard that she talks instead of like normal criminal justice reform, she wants kind of like I wouldn't say the full on aspect of defunding the police, but I've heard that she supports that in some ways. Uh, Obviously, she supports green and healthy, livable planet. So obviously, she supports everything green and stuff like that. There's not a lot of other stuff that talks about it on here, but basically, based on what her description is, and I've read up on her, and it just seems like she is just full on liberal in every aspect. Now, this really helps Trump out a lot, and I've just said that a little bit ago, but it really helps him a lot. Because a lot of Trump voters or people that are not as Trumpy voters as they used to be are not going to go away from him because of this. Because that third option, that's probably going to be on almost every single ballot in the U.S. Basically, is going to be is not going to take away from Trump, is what I'm trying to say. Because all the ones that are conservative or really don't like Trump conservative, but they want a different option, but they don't want to vote for Biden, they're just going to vote for Trump because of this option. Because of him picking a VP like this, I just don't think that really helps John F. Kennedy's case in securing more Trump voters. So I think that this really helps Trump out a lot and really hurts Biden because based on her policies, she wants, even though she isn't, obviously she's the VP pick. She isn't the presidential pick. But remember, a lot of people are going to look at that VP pick when they want to vote, and they're going to think, is that a good option if something happened to Kennedy, I guess you could say. And obviously her bio is definitely not helping her at all, like racial equality. Obviously racial equality is a good thing, but if you put a lot of this stuff inside your bio, obviously you're a left-wing individual, especially the reproductive equality. That is the big one right there. Obviously, that's definitely a big red flag showing that she is not going to honestly help whatsoever when it comes to conservative views and values and stuff like that. So even though uh, it's not going to like drive people to go vote for Trump more, it's still going to help him in the long run because of this pick. If it was Aaron Rodgers, I guess you could say, I've heard his pick, some of his views are a little bit more interesting and honestly probably would drive Trump voters a little bit more away. I wouldn't say like unanimously or something like that, but luckily he picked someone that was very liberal. So this definitely helps Trump in the long run, and it really hurts Biden in the long run. And I've even heard that I've even heard that like a lot of people are shifting to Kennedy from the Democrats. I've actually, even though I'm in West Virginia, I know a couple of Democrats, and even they're thinking about voting for Kennedy, specifically because of his views. And they also found out about the VP. I told them about it just a couple of days ago. I believe that's when it was announced. And I was curious what they felt about it, and they were all happy about it. They were all excited and ecstatic. And which is really weird because obviously it's kind of like a two-party system now, but it is interesting to see certain people really support the third-party candidate, even though I guess that makes sense because of the name, the Kennedy name. It kind of boasts support instead of like I don't know, like a Jill Stein. I don't see anyone like rooting for Jill Stein out there right now. Kennedy is just a big person as of right now based on his name. It's obviously the Kennedy name. If he didn't have the Kennedy name, this race would be way different than what it is now. But because of the Kennedy name, Trump is going to dominate. Kennedy is going to gain a lot of support and take away from Biden. And with this VP pick, I think he just really takes away from Biden's base right now, especially the ones that are a little bit more undecided on the Trump side or a little bit more undecided on the Democrat side. It just really, really is going to help Trump out in this way. But yeah, that's basically what the video is today, guys. I just wanted to talk to you guys about how Kennedy has a new VP pick, and I just want to talk about how this is really going to help Trump in the long run. And I just wanted to say it's interesting because the VP pick was going to be big for Kennedy. A lot of people were talking about it, and he ended up picking someone that was literally the most weirdest pick ever for someone that is running an independent campaign. But anyways, I can't wait for Trump to pick his VP. Everyone is going to be really interested to see who he actually picks. Me personally, if he really wants to gain independent voters, pick Tulsi Gabbard. That's exactly who you need to pick if you're Trump. But if it was my pick, like if it was actually who I want, I would say get Vivek Ramaswamy. That's literally my top pick right there. But if you want someone that drives independent voters, someone that has views that are not conservative, but she also has conservative values, I would pick Tulsi Gabbard because that brings in more independent voters especially. I believe that'll drive a lot of independent voters in to vote for Trump, mainly because if Trump is gone, you're going to get Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard has a mixed view on a lot of things, and I think people like that. Me personally, I like Tulsi Gabbard, but obviously I don't think she's like a crook like some Democrats. But at the same time, she does have more views that are more Democrat than some Republican views. But it will help drive out independent voters if you have a Trump Gabbard picket than having a Trump Ramaswamy pick. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. But I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.